In today's video, we will be covering the full legend of the carnivorous Cajun card player, Zombie Gambit. No, not even our boy Remy LeBeau was able to outcharm his way from the deadly alien virus that turned nearly every super from his world into flesh-eating zombies. This unfortunate handsome man's tale is quite short, but still a great time while it lasts. So without further ado, grab a drink, sit back, relax, and enjoy the full gory story of Zombie Gambit. Who is he? Zombie Gambit, like most of the heroes and villains of his world, was infected with a mysterious plague that turned them into violent, self-aware undead monsters. He made his first appearance in the pages of Marvel Zombies issue number 3 back in 2006. He comes from Earth 2149, but his mutant origins pre-infection were very similar to his main universe counterpart from Earth 616. This all took a turn to hell though one horrible day when a zombie version of the hero known as the Sentry made his way to this Earth and infected the Avengers with the undead virus. The infected heroes immediately turned from this powerful plague and began ripping into the flesh of every horrified nearby citizen. As New York's population was devastated by the quickly growing zombie army, Nick Fury gathered the likes of Gambit, the X-Men, and the remaining non-infected superheroes at the time aboard the SHIELD helicarrier so they could form a plan of attack. Scientists like Reed Richards and Tony Stark were tasked with finding a cure and a way out of this world, while Gambit and the rest were sent back down to the city to save survivors and hold back the hungry horde. Hard as they fought, heroes like Gambit were overpowered and infected during one of these battles, causing the small group of non-infected left to retreat. Once the likes of Quicksilver were infected, it resulted in a global pandemic that left the majority of Earth's heroes and villain zombies, and most of the population quickly wiped out. Without much fleshy snacks left, a now zombified Gambit and the rest would soon get their hopes up once they realized that a still human Dr. Doom was gathering survivors at his castle, where he and his scientists were working on a portal that would lead everyone to safety in another dimension. More excited than a kid on his way to McDonald's, Gambit and a whole army of undead supers arrived at Doom's facility, where they planned to help themselves to the survivor buffet. The zombies soon breached the castle walls and infected Doom, but a quick-thinking Ash Williams, yes, the same guy from The Evil Dead, rushed to Doom's library, where he used the Necronomicon to summon an army of Deadites to fight the hungry supers. The book's power then resurrected and possessed the half-eaten corpses left behind by the zombies, who then stormed the castle and went to war with Gambit and the others. Sadly though, the Deadites were no match for the mutants' power, and were quickly torn to shreds. R.I.P. Deadites. However, this quick-thinking action of Ash saved the day though, as it gave Doom just enough time to get the humans through the portal, which he then destroyed before his infection could take hold. With the door to the multiverse buffet destroyed, Gambit and the rest picked the Earth clean, and were soon again left with nothing to eat. The Horde would then get their hungry hopes up once again though, as they soon witnessed the arrival of the Silver Surfer, who arrived to the planet to announce the arrival of his master Galactus. Ignoring the dude and just seeing a tasty lunch wrapped in aluminum foil, the zombies attacked. Our bald boy bravely fought back though, as he blasted the Cretans with waves of his cosmic energy. Soon enough though, a quick-thinking Thor took the high ground from the dude when he came crashing down upon him with his ghetto hammer, knocking him to the ground. Thinking this would slow the surfer down, the zombies were quickly proven wrong when the dude simply reloaded and kept blasting. Silver Surfer, man, this boy built different. It is here where we see our homie Gambit try his best to take the dude down, only to get a hole blown right through his chest, and then gets his head popped off right in the very next panel. Hey man, you tried. You may not be the smartest or strongest zombie out there, but we still support you, Gambit, and we love you, no matter what. And that is the full gory story of Zombie Gambit. While we do not see what happens to his head after it gets popped off, it can only be assumed that it was cooked and eaten once the zombies defeated the Surfer and got his powers. We did not get to see much of our Cajun cannibal in this story, which is a darn shame given how cool of a character he is. Gambit is super underrated and does not get a whole lot of opportunities to shine in Marvel stories, so it would have been really cool if we got to see characters like him and Rogue survive and see things from their point of view in the apocalypse.